I began changing a few things. This is my Foodist Beauty channel with emojis, coffee and radish emojis. I began another one, The Real Foodist Beauty, Foodist, Foodist. And I'm still going to occasionally use the Urban Forest Witch, the Bell Switch Apple, usually during burr months. But the other two are going to be my primaries, I believe, do my foodism, connoisseuring. Okay, you want me to do that? Okay, please stop. Yeah, I'm just saying to my audience. Want to say hello? They can't see you.
Hello.
Hello. I know you said stuff about Ivy and Alvin Reed. I don't want to talk about in detail, although Amber Lynn, remember that big woman? She weighs over 600. She's really taken it hard. She's really getting slammed on by YouTube. I think it's going to affect her overall. But if you're going to lie and slander some people, you just don't do that, right?
No.
I hope she learns her lesson. It's not about her appearance or anything, I suppose, Benny. It's just because she was... Anyway. So I began that. So that's where I like to... That's the channel I'm going to be using the most. I think everything historical that I put on my Foodist Beauty should stay. Although if you want to see mukbangs or mukbangs, that's where you'll find me. Foodist Beauty with emojis, coffee, and radish. And The Real Foodist Beauty. That's the two I'm going to use for mukbangs, dinings. And the other one during burr months.
Oh, come on.
Don't talk to me like that. I'm busy. And sorry about that. My mom, she's just set in her ways and doesn't understand. And I'm waiting for a phone call. And I am hopeful that some of you, if not all of you, more than 1,500. I hope not any of you heard that phone call. I used the mute button. I often get showed and told on chat that the mute button on and off not correctly. bell on again. Hello. Here's a mukbang. Dinner tonight, some noodles, one serving of have some here and I'll go on my other one and finish eating. Does that look good? Soy sauce, ground black pepper, and pink salt. Broccoli. Cooked broccoli. Cauliflower. This is good. I do. I hope nobody heard my phone call. It wasn't meant to be public. Let me crack. This is good. Like I said, I don't know why, but I've been craving soy sauce. Gonna make my mom some dinner. She's gonna have some cauliflower and broccoli too. And I think she's just gonna have baked potato. Don't know what meat to cook her, but she's gonna need to eat. This is one portion of. Maybe I'll just stay here and eat it. It says you. Ah. I'll just put a link of it, maybe on either the real Foodist Beauty. This is very Foodist tech. I don't know what to do. Most of my audience space has been on this one for a while. Although I'd like you to come follow me onto the real Foodist Beauty. I eat more of these kind of foods. This is good. Eat this Monday vegetarian. Riveting content. Yes. Thank you. Does Amberlynn accuse me of stalking and harassing her? It's the other way around. All she showed and told on social media. That's about, to, about, and all about, all to, and all about us Bellises. As I mentioned before, I didn't do that. All she has to do is reset her privacy settings and hit her social media for me. I did that about her. And myself, I legally, lawfully, sane and competent and employable, subscribed to her social media. And I'm not the only one. No one should pay monetization, I suppose. Postage is paid, etc. Encouraging somebody to stalk and harass and all that stuff. On social media. Affected my careers, hobbies, where I worked. I did hobbies, my socials, my relationships, etc. My living. My mother, physical, mental, emotional health, and well-being. Was it me? Was not us Bellises. And any times and all times, one and more of those other people, media, virtual, social media websites, internet, whatever, wherever, strode and told us Bellises without our permissions, without our consents, and lied, slandered, and defamation with videos filmed, photos of recorded, real-time live streamed, especially in privacy, private property, on private property, as Bellises home. where they paid money, they should be forced to give that money all back and or give it to us because it's just not right. I didn't do that. I did not. I kept to my hobbies and careers instead of slander and defamation and lied in order to get attention. And try to hurt somebody, harm someone physically, emotionally. I showed all my evidence that I had all before, all during, all later, all since December 12, 2024. Stalkers. You can't lie. You should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, need not lied and did that. And then lied it wasn't real. Patient relations, etc. I know who they all are. Just because one had more daughters, I showed and told that I forgot. And our cells were prescriptory, delusional, etc. Delusional. Instead, it was one and more others. As soon as somebody on the internet showed and told that they're afraid of me, Asbellises themselves already pre-existing mentally ill, prescriptory, delusional, forever and ever. Off and on and off the internet, all their doors and windows, all of them, with and or without having been members where I worked and their co-workers, and a variety of hobbies. Maybe I'll have some potato too. Stovetop cooked in water, broccoli and cauliflower, and some noodles. And when served, I added some pink salt, grilled black pepper, and soy sauce. It's good. Very meatless Monday. I eat this way, not because we can't afford dishes, like ceramic or whatever, cutlery. It's just easier for me to clean up. My little bro loves older ladies. You okay with some granny? Depends on how very grandson has to be over 16 years old and 18 years old and 21. I'm not that old. I'd say not very. The person would have to be over 21 years old at least. I don't have very many young friends, young acquaintances. I like to be with adults. I don't want to be with children. My children all have paws. All my children have paws. Alive and died, dead. Paws. We pull the real Foodist Beauty everywhere and on YouTube. Yes, no, and Bellis likes radishes. Please vote. The better and greater my social media be. All those votes. I'm heterosexual. I'm not a pedo. I'm not a wood chipper. I like adults. I'm not really into granny and grandson relationship unless it was with my fur baby, Rudy Noel. Uh, like I said, I was heterosexual. All throughout that relationship, I am heterosexual. I'm not asexual. Since my knees have been very injured, I am impotent. I have a very low sex drive. And when my cat had a sore bone, and that it can be funny to watch itchy bum syndrome and all the other stuff that was happening. My cat gravely ill, getting sicker, bleeding. And I decided my our veterinarians and I, treatments, and for a while there, some anal exterior massages to make him feel better, my pussycat feel better, uh, with some lubricant. And my cat liked it quite often, to the point where the last day, my pussycat could not take the back pain and bleeding that was occurring more, and CHF kept happening, kept passing out and stuff. So, and then test results showed that the bleeding, most of it all cancer. And doing another biopsy to prove it would have been detrimental. It would have shortened my cat life anyways, and my cat would just keep dying, suffering. And that was my only relationship I had since I adopted my pussycat. My pussycat came home in 2018, finally, once and for all. Home, sweet home. It was supposed to be privacy and safety. Nothing was supposed to happen, just well being and fitness, health, happiness, family status, family. I didn't invite anybody in. I was not having sexual relationships with any other human. I didn't want to do anything. Home was for rest, sleep, family. And I never wanted anything violent and violence home. My family and I, not anybody. So I was always trying to be very careful not to, where I live, there's a party room. Were we to have a party, that would be it. Party room, not in here, not when we lived elsewhere. Those party rooms would have been used. Instead, restaurants and such were used. On this channel, most of you have possibly, probably witnessed paramedics and police. I'm not lying, and I just want to leave that behind and, just have it all historical, all geographical, all financial, all published, all public, and just have more fun, Have a have a YouTube channel where I can have fun, all the seriousness of it all, and maybe get some monetization myself, or I mean, a penny here, a penny there. I mean, where I could get more than 5 cents, a dollar for down there. I mean, it's not my income, although it can be. Although, you know, lots has happened over the years. Lots. From being a public person, my cat public. We're public. We've been published. We're famous. And we were that way before. I did stuff on stages when I was younger. Nowadays, I just like to promote myself as us Bellis's body positivity and naturally aesthetic. Hair is colored, manicures, pedicures, and some on my lips. Cosmetics. And foods, condiments, beverages, condiments, and today, Meatless Monday. My Meatless Monday could, may, must, and need monetized. I did very good this time around. I haven't had any of this yet. I haven't opened it. Although this, my breakfast, which was like fasting, salad, lunch. I ate 2 rice cakes off social media. I did eat. And this. I'm helping my mom do laundry. I make my mom another coffee. The other coffee, the cream curled. Oh, I'm not here, although I hate when that happens. But please vote, let me know. The Real Foodist Beauty everywhere and on YouTube at Avrobellis likes radishes. I love radishes, but I like to use the word likes. Excuse me, beauty burped. I'm not Foodie Beauty. My cat was my Foodie Beauty. The Foodist Cake. Although I know there's somebody else out there, Chantel, that does social media. And I've often been compared to her. And I as better and greater than her. And I should use another word. Uh, One of the reasons I like to come out as a Foodist Beauty because Foodie Beauty Chantel eats a lot of fast foods. Now that I've got time on my hands, and she eats foods I'd never really eat nowadays. I'd rather eat like what I've ate today. Just have fun with it, eating healthier food choices and stuff, and promoting myself well-being and fitness and active. I mean, I loved and liked my pussycat Rudy Noel completely and utterly. I wouldn't change a thing, nothing, including all the times when I didn't feel well myself and I was nauseated. But I'd save another one, could I? Eventually, I just have to get better, get through this year myself. My family and others are helping me. I was good at giving advice to other people that grieving, mourning the death of a loved one, and then I had to go through it myself once more, and I'm struggling.
Amber, you want to try and empty the sink?
Do you know I'm live streaming? I keep telling you. Yes, I want to help you. I don't know how to, but I will do it. But I'm doing my live stream, and I have to find your coffee cream because that coffee cream I used went off. I'll boil the kettle. Put the kettle on, all right? And I'll make dinner. This condominium corporation had the reputation I didn't fully aware of. Lots of police and paramedics in the neighborhood. Anyone and everyone. Should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, need not, fear, need, fear, be afraid of it. As well as this. And all and any were and are, would be, themselves persecutory delusional. Monetization, demonetization, internet, social media, that's all I'm not gonna be at anybody's doors and windows with violence. I don't do that. I didn't do that. I don't vandalize or anything. I'm just walking around, getting some steps moving. Water boils hot. I'm on dinner. There's something about being active, athletic. I get more of an appetite instead of less. Especially when I can eat, I guess, soda. I did eat some carrots today. Although that was good. Hey, listen to me. We have to get lettuce that doesn't have carrots. My mom can eat carrots. I can't. I make cauliflower and broccoli. What's that was? But I find the more I eat, the more I'm active. The more I'm active, the more I eat. The other day, an app on my handheld device, I weighed myself and it showed 143 pounds. 143 pounds. And that my sinus bradycardia, inflicted with, that I got, was between 60 and 70, and I didn't have. Blood pressure more or less normal. The sugar level good. The normal range. And two, I believe I'm walking. And that says yesterday I drink coffees and everything. Today I'm just walking. I believe walking gets. I don't know what my cholesterol is. I don't know what my sodium is. I don't know what my potassium is. When I was in the hospital earlier, I think it was a type A. My test results also showed I was low potassium. And I was discharged to come home and help my mom. And it's been difficult getting another cleaning person to come in and do the maid service, cleaning. That's not Las Vegas's fault. I don't know why. It just happened once more. I did a little bit more myself, but with a broken wrist, it's healing, more or less, or more. And my wrists, my hands, my forearm, my knees, my lower leg below my knee. Difficulties. Need help. I'm not supposed to lift anything or anybody heavy. And I do my physiotherapy, walk good leg exercises to keep my upper body strong as possible. I can lift. That's not a problem. I'm just not supposed to do it all the time. Like lift one or more cases of 20-foot bottles of water. I can take out the garbage as long as it's not the garbage chute, as long as I have an alternative place to go. Because I can't lift and I can't do anything that's rotary. I have to be very careful. This storage is very limited, although I have some ideas. My mom is good though. When I asked my mom to pull the garbage bag open for me, she'll do that. And then we get things accomplished, I have a few things. The other day I had a shower, the other day I washed my hairs myself, I did have to use the flat iron once more because it was just shiny. I like my hairs. I don't care very, although shiny. And I'm not 65 years old yet. And I colored my hair once this year. pedicures, nail places. And there's fears, and then there's paranoia, and there's comparison between them. I just like to do that stuff. Everybody has to die at some time or other, and I get paranoid about it all. It's just like, I can't do my own manicures. Thursday. That's my wrists. And my left knee. And just below my knee. Since July 5. Since June 5 and 6 and October 11, 2025. Some other people persecutory, delusional, lied, alleged, falsely accused, paralysis of having had past auditory hallucinations, paranoid thoughts, persecutory, delusional. Yet there's evidence everywhere we are not. Security cameras all on, all that stuff. It's all she can listening. Show and tell, show you told me, shows and tells. Oh,
Yeah. What are you making?
coffee for you.
What else? Waiting for dinner.
I told you earlier. Same.
Eh?
Same as I told you earlier.
Yeah, but when you said it.
As soon as I finish boiling the kettle. As I was saying before, many other people mentally ill I've witnessed. Oh, why can't we do that to them? Why can't we do that to her? Oh, that's not right. With those kind of mental illnesses, as I mentioned before, they wouldn't be out of jail if they, they would be institutionalized forever and ever, because they themselves handle it and not others. And just instead of all hearsay, allegations and accusations that were false. Nowadays, lots of outpatient therapy, and a lot less judiciary punishments. Quite scary. Pretty frightening. That's not us as being more persecutory delusional. It's real. My mom often told her version of it all, stories. Tessie, Jamie, his parents, his sisters. My father, Terry Hamilton's father. Janice Baker parents and others. You know? Celebrity stalker Mary Madden. My mom owned brother, allegedly, Norman Thompson, youngest. Persecutory delusional. There's a lot of mental health issues. Many unhistorical phone calls and everything, those mentally ill other people delusioned themselves would instead be auditory hallucinations and paranoid thoughts. That's something. Those, and all they did tried. Those traumas, not just by mail, other times too, physically, traumas have happened to us, Bellises. And more than I was younger, adult, I'm more religious, and I believe science, religions, entertainment, news, and evidence makes me feel lots better. And medicine. Pharma. Prescribed prescriptions. Had I not been given HRT, I probably, possibly, been hospitalized once more, fainted. Delicious. Well, I really enjoyed doing all those rotation exercises and road straight things. I did. It's just since G5 irritates me more. I don't like it when my wrist swells. Or and all times other people, my mom and I, my parents and I accused. We had proof. We had evidence, such as security cameras, etc., social media, etc. Others too. All those other people I mentioned, names, and all other ones, and all other times. Oh, it was everywhere. It wasn't us spouses that did it. It was them. They didn't know what no meant and what stop meant. That's frightening. That's scary. Those other people. this neighborhood one of the weirdest, worst neighborhoods, I should say. One of the worst neighborhoods has more than a dozen other people, persecutory, delusional, all about, all to, and all about Mississauga Senior Citizen Center, 138 Coffer Road, Square One Shopping Center, Square One Older Adult Center, Central Parkway Mall, and Active Adult Center of Mississauga, and Aspellises. Often on internet, such as WordPerfect, Word, Excel, aacmiss.ca, Facebook, Instagram, Eglinton and Highway 10 Veterinary Clinic, whatever it was called. As I said before, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Etc. And all in any real estate before. We weren't new to this area. We've gone to Square One Shopping Center for more than 20 some odd years. More than 23 years now. Off and on, not every day. Sometimes. Rockwood Mall too. It's a shame when other people that were healthier chose to be mentally ill. I don't choose to be mentally ill. I'm just grieving. Grieving is a normality. It just takes its toll. Especially when there's been another. It's just very grieving. And PSCC 850 and PSCC 807 have made that worse, not better. Aspellises real estate histories. 3 houses, 2 townhouses, and apartments, etc. All happened as ownerships. All happened as other people, other members, other staff, employers, Active Out Center, those 3 centers, those 2 malls and Rockwood Mall. Do they fear Aspellises? And well, since they did themselves, they're persecutory delusional. That's the only 2 words I can come up with. Persecutory delusional. They're paranoid, aggressive, agitated, and obviously delusional. I don't know if that whole thing, can you see me through that completely? Because when I look at my screen, there's a big thing that covers me mostly. Oh. And other people obsessed all lot, all those other names I mentioned instead of Asbellus's, obsessed, because I don't know why they just did. They obviously have nothing better, nothing greater to did. Their alleged children, etc. Off and on, off the air. And my mom alleged youngest brother. Oh, he's been terrible at it. And he tried to spread it throughout my mom alleged other relatives. All less all this persecutory delusions. I admit I'm a messy person. I've been messy since my cat died more than any other times. I was, you know, it's one of those times, you know, I believe now looking back on it, my cat was maybe supposed to have lived maybe 6 months. But he was just such a beautiful pussy cat. I didn't want to do it so soon. And he was always having so many good days, very many good days and nights with us home. And I know all about the internet and text messages and everything, social media, all that stuff. Even I never wanted anybody to add on in, out from, and by my friend Doris. Doors and Windows word Gupta. I don't know how to pronounce it very now. Gupta, whatever. 190990 Absolute Avenue. Never. And that man, those other people were witnessed to add on, off, and from my front door and tried other how get to us themselves. Obviously, persecutory, delusional stalkers, off and on and off the internet. Lesson learned: never give other residents social media accesses because some of them just didn't understood and they were really fucking stupid. Not lawful, not legal, not sane, not competent, not employable themselves. All before, all during, all later, and since July 2, 2025. I really do. I miss my pussycat. I find often some nights is the hardest I do. I sleep. I find I have to have my cat collar, and sometimes I even wake up just wondering, wondering what happened to my beautiful pussycat. Where are you? And then I just, sort of look at the window and just, oh, you're gone. Sometimes I just wonder if I have developed adult tendonitis or if he's really come enchanted. I hope he's resting in peace, my pussycat. I hope all the dead died pussycats, pets for babies with and without euthanasia, health, just resting in peace, heaven, and hell. I don't know. It's pretty much one and the same to me. I don't believe in one end or the other, more or less. I just know one's dead, dead. And I was raised to have graves, funerals. churches, etc. And I dedicate this Meatless Monday, my Meatless Monday, to us. And I might come back tomorrow and do another coffee hour, although I think I might just take a day off the internet for the most part. Unless there's another family emergency. And there's no way I could be lying. All on security's cameras, all evidence, all that, all live, all real time, any and all recordings, recorded, any and all photos, photographed, all those others outside front doors. I'm not lying, and that should be all admissible to add on in, out, from, and by all courts and all media and all published and all public everywhere. I wanted this neighborhood to be my forever home, the last one for about 25, 30 years originally. And now I don't know. I just don't know the way things have been with an epidemic, a pandemic alleged. I just don't know. I'm gonna freaking cough on my back again, and it's not contagious and or infectious. It just won't go away. The other day I blew my nose, and this is what came out. I'm just trying to live, just trying to live my life, what's left of it, all since my accident. Scar. I don't think any plastic surgeon could make it look more attractive. And I'm thankful, I suppose, that they reattached that together. I hope it never comes away. Hurt. For wanting to be touched like that ever. 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 All before, all during, all later, and all since July 2, 2025. I've just been trying to live a normal life, having my hand back. Everything's stitched and put back together. I just wanted to save one more lives along the way. Beautiful pussycat. We didn't deserve bad neighbors. We didn't deserve bad neighbors. We didn't deserve bad staff, corporations. We didn't deserve bad. We deserved only good. Clear. In my grieving, I'm not a danger to myself and I'm not a danger to women or others. I just cried. I'm crying. It's a normality, grief. Other people grieving to antidepressants and other women HRT. It's a normality. It's a normality. And trauma's healing, recuperating, recovering, crying is a normality. It's not mental health. It's not mental illnesses. It's just coping. And just coping takes time sometimes. Sometimes it takes longer than one and more other person has ever gone through it. More than one other. And I'm just one of those people that's having a difficult time grieving. I don't have the residential support that many other people have ever had. I don't have that. Not here. And I've lived around here a while and in this alleged city a while. And I was even in the city before I moved into the city. I worked when I was younger and stuff. All lawful, legal, sane, competent, employable. I didn't want to live in a townhouse anymore. Not very. And had a cat and stuff, and just thought we'd be, fun to have a house and some gardening. Now I gotta pull myself together. The delivery expecting is coming. Hopefully not any of the other, not, not when it more residence bothers us. Bring that in. I mean, I had staff and everybody. We had staff that was harassed and bullied just trying to get to my front door and having us open the front door. 1909. You know, everyone's sick, obsessed. It's none of their business. We didn't need their permissions and or consents to do anything. And parking security didn't need their permissions and consents to do anything. Same with the corporation. Maintenance and repairs, that was all us. Me. Me. I had to give that consent and those permissions. I'll keep on my social media. You could hear it yourself, just in case. Well, thank you for your votes. Everything's sort of neutral right now. The real Foodist Beauty everywhere and on YouTube. Yes and no. Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah. Stop and crying. Stop and crying. Oh, well, that's what eyes look like. Season of the Witch. Urban Forest Witch. Best witch ever. Fairy. At any age, I'm away with the fairies. I'll let soap for the rest of the night. The grief and the lesson a lot more. Very happily. Yeah, look at my eyes. Wow. And I'm taking some other people might prejudge racial bigot, racism, bigotry, discrimination, prejudice. I haven't taken my dose yet. This grieving stuff because it causes dizziness, and I don't want to be dizzy. I don't want to faint. So I take this later because then I could rest, elevate my feet, rest my knees, just rest. Not to be mean or anything, but one of the things I don't miss is when my cat would bite my hands. I don't miss that very. I miss everything else. Although love bites, it was just he was big. The cat was big. He weighed between 12 and 20 pounds, I say. When the cat got sick or gravely, fluctuated between 12, 13, 14. 14 pounds were really good days. That happens when a cat gets gravely ill and is dying before the last day. Weight loss does somewhat happen. My cat ate. So I said to my mom, those squeeze up things that were in the store. My cat didn't like it at first, but once he got the taste of it, he was all over. He was like my best friend. My cat, the beauty, foodie, beauty king, the foodie king. Foodie, foodie. He even did his exercises. He would dance. He was the dancing beauty. Dancing foodie beauty. Foodie king. Dancing. Celebrate good times. Come on. At that strong 20. Dance around with his paws to do his twirls for cat treats and everything. Just tried to let the delivery person in. Oh, the ceiling. And other people, other residents and staff showed and told our delivery persons, our staff, they should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not come in and do their jobs here and or else where we lived. I should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not ever said about us services. Coming. Hello.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
You want the stuff? You want stuff inside the kitchen?
No, I can bring them.
Oh.
Thank you. Whoop.
The bags are very bad now.
You bet, I feel that, yeah. There we go. Thank you. Hold on, take this way there.
That's everything on.
Okay,
Have a
great.
good night,
Thank
bye.
you. Good night. Bye-bye. My mom likes her crackers. We like rice. I like rice. I'm not very into calorie-based diet stuff, although one for my mom, me. And anyone and everyone knows I like anything bagels. I like everything bagels. My mom does too. Sweet potatoes. Like sweet potatoes. Rosemary. The herb. Salad. I like this stuff. This and flax seeds with corn chips. Delicious. I like it. So this one my mom, and this one me. Because this one doesn't have any carrots in it. This one has carrots. And I can have some of the other good leaf stuff. I'll show. This one flaxseed, corn chip things. Potatoes. Russet potatoes. Russet potatoes. Gonna cook one soon. And of course, what's me without some radishes? I do, I like the radishes. Oh, look at that, the name. The word. The word. radishes. Didn't take long. I think Felix. That was the nearest shopping mall. Oh, Cass. Finishing my coffee. That did not take long. My mom, before Sheldon told me she doesn't like calorie wise, she doesn't like low calories. But anyways, I got two of them. I was like, Mom, and we got two. And one's calorie wise and the other's not. Whatever one she wants to have some of when she has her salads, I'm okay with. I have other flavored condiments, although those two are really, really good, especially on days when we're having mushroom soup. Oh, well, I locked up my front door and I put cases of water where they're supposed to be. And I just got to put stuff in the refrigerator. Lay the groceries away. Got enough lettuce and salads for the rest of the week. And I laugh at some other people, health and fitness on the internet, all the foods and stuff they put in themselves. Because it's like they're overdose. It's not like it's as though they're overdosing. I've done it myself. I've had too high iron ferritin levels, a low potassium and stuff. They supplement themselves too much. They eat too much with and or without drinking water and other fluids. I mean, one Brazil nut. That's all it takes to get the amount of selenium I need all throughout the day and other stuff out of that one Brazil nut. And then I could go into having a salad. I could even have my salad. Do I want to continue fasting until lunchtime and have a nooner sort of meal? I could have with my salad, and I could have my Brazil nut with my salad. Sometimes I just like to have my salads, just lettuce and a raw radish and one or more condiments. I can eat salads daily, every freaking day. And then, stores, marketing, etc., should, can, could, may, must, and need reprimanded judiciary in and out of courts, pricing certain foods too high. Inflation, really? Maybe, maybe not. And be forced to reduce prices. Or people might just stop buying altogether and look for alternative places to shop. And, you know, because then places that put their prices up too much, let's go out of business. Be their own faults. I mean, sure, there's such a thing as putting stuff up a little bit, but price of romaine lettuce, we've noticed, ridiculous. $9.99 for 3 romaine hearts. Why? Although, would make sense were they for selling individual hearts. Divide that by 3. One, one count for less than $4. Less than $4.25. Oh yeah, that makes some sense. Still too high as far as I'm concerned, but that's one of my favorite vegetables, romaine lettuce, because I like to make lettuce chips out of romaine lettuce. Peppercorn ranch dip. Thank you for all your votes. I'm going to take you into the other room with me. I'm going to do some cooking. I'm going to bake a potato too, as I mentioned before. I'm going to use my refrigerator. Oh, I can't wait to get nail polish off my feet. Not manicure later this year. Be so nice. I was supposed to get another manicure by the same ones that did my feet. I never, were never, that I know of, returned to the center. I didn't find. I never did. Because I would have had them removed. The nail polish they put there. I don't know. Oh, I better not say I don't know. Credit Valley Hospital Seniors Services, next to neurology or wherever it was. They hear the words "I forgot" and the words "seeing impaired" and lack of hearing and even reading glasses. They don't believe that. Can't see, can't remember. It's the same as can't remember. A lot of people have that short-term memory. They can't see, they don't know what it is, and other times they don't. My mom had Prolia injections, and then the seeing lack of. I don't think it's all mental health. I think it's really mostly vision. My mom couldn't see, and the doctor didn't. The alleged doctor just didn't care. Off and on off the internet. Dr. Judy Fernando, the celebrity stalker, lied. That's all they did is wanted us Bellicist to forget instead of helping us feel better. Concussions, they're awful things. Awful. I never want another concussion as long as I live, and I don't want anybody, even somebody shaking my hand, ever again. And the only ones that could make us in need ever touch it again, really early, even although my mom and for babies. Animals, all animals, all bought to me, all pets for babies. They're the only ones. I don't want it ever touched ever again. I'm having so many difficulties again cutting meat and vegetables. Using my left hand. Carly even sliced 2 radishes today. One radish for my mom and the other one I ate. I never wanted to be one-handed. I always wanted to have both my hands.